Man, so Floyd Mayweather Jr. just had an exhibition fight in Japan, right? And a lot of people like, man, is Floyd making a mockery of the sport? Some people saying they tired of Floyd in these exhibition fights. They tired, it's corny, it's cringeworthy, it's lame, it's not real boxing. He's not fighting worthy opponents, so on and so forth. And I can tell you, I've been very critical of Floyd Mayweather Jr. for the coon activity he has engaged in over the years of him being at the height or the pinnacle of boxing. But I'm gonna say this regarding the exhibition fights. I ain't mad at Floyd at all. Get your money, player. I'm not mad at all. Cause I promise you, a lot of individuals who are older than Floyd wish they had the opportunity or wish they would have capitalized on what he's doing right now. A lot of the dudes in boxing who are boxing legends are basically, they don't have all of their faculties. You can barely understand them. They're struggling financially. They wish they would have had these opportunities, or they would have they would have taken these opportunities up and not try to look so prim and proper for the sport of boxing. I don't want to disrespect boxing. Brother, Floyd Mayweather is retired. He's not saying he's an active fighter. He's not actively out here fighting the young lions within the welterweight division or at the super welterweight division. He's not doing none of that, right? He's out here. He told everybody he's retired. And so what's wrong with him collecting 10 million here, 9 million there, 15 million here and there on a damn exhibition fight? You would do it. I would do it. Anybody with smart sense would do. We're not worrying about how it's going to look to the sport of boxing. For what? Floyd Mayweather gave everything he had to boxing. He carried boxing on his back for years. And this is coming from an individual who's called Floyd out for all the coon activity and the corny shit that he's done, right? But at the same time, I recognize the man that beat more world champions than anybody at the time he was fighting, right? He fought everybody you wanted him to fight at the time. Nearly everybody. And people he didn't fight, Margarito, he would have fucked Margarito up. Would have whooped, waxed Margarito. With them, he's cheating, Margarito cheating with them damn hand wraps too. Floyd would have ate him up. I think Paul Williams would have been difficult, but I think Floyd would have beat Paul Williams, right? He would have whooped on, who they be calling, Ricardo Mayorga. Man, what? It's just certain dudes, Kasha Zoo. Floyd would have got Kasha Zoo up out of that too. It would have looked like Arturo Gatti, probably, with Kasha Zoo. And Kasha was more skilled than Arturo for sure. But Floyd, man, that Floyd in that age, at that time frame, was magical. That Floyd that fought, what's my boy name? Diego Chico Corrales and Filipindo and DeMarcus Corley and who I'm thinking, Arturo Gatti and all these individuals. What? Nah, bro. It would have been no competition. But it's no. I don't see it as any problem with Floyd collecting that bread. A lot of the older champions. Look at Evander Holyfield and them still out here trying to fight. Evander Holyfield didn't got played and abused in the sport. They didn't get hoodwinked and bamboozled by all these promoters, gypped out of all their money, and they still out here trying to fight real fights where they can get, I'm talking about crazy damage. Getting knocked out here fighting prime dudes just to try to get a bag. Any type of bag. And Floyd getting more than all of them fighting dudes who are former kickboxers. Guys that aren't even real boxers. He out here getting paid 15, 20 million. And it's because he marketed himself right. And even at this age, when he did that million, what he fought, what's the boy he fought? Was it Logan Paul he fought? When he fought Logan Paul, they did like 1 million something pay-per-view buys. It's top welterweights, top champions in boxing right now. Dudes that are at the top of their game, excluding Canelo Alvarez, that's not doing a million pay-per-view buys. That lets me know, man, Floyd marketed himself so well. He was so strategic in how he presented himself to the public and how charismatic he was in front of a camera. He wore the black hat on purpose. He was the villainous character on purpose, but it manifested into making him the cash cow. He's a bigger draw, and these again, Errol Spence, my dog. Terrence Crawford. I'm a fan of Terrence Crawford fighting abilities. Deontay Wilder, my dog, right? Tank is my dog. Devin Haney, my dog. Shakur Stevenson, they're my dogs. But Floyd is a bigger draw than all of them. And these are young prime champions in their prime at the top of their game. Floyd is retired. Well, Floyd got to be like 44, 45 years old. He still is a bigger draw than them. If Floyd said he wanted to come out of retirement and fight Canelo Alvarez tomorrow, it would do more than a Canelo Alvarez versus Errol Spence fight. It would do more than a Canelo Alvarez versus Terrence Crawford fight. He's just that box office. And if you box office, why not capitalize off being a box office character? You're gonna have to pay me. I'm box office. You gotta unload that Brinks truck. And we can go in that square circle. We can make it look good. I can put on a great showing for you, and I can get you up out of here too, for the bread. And there's nothing wrong with that to me, man. Either you can, and Floyd even said it. If you don't like it, you don't have to watch. You don't have to engage. You don't have to pay. You can just simply choose not to watch. But if somebody out here willing to watch it and willing to pay for it, and he showed me that with the Logan Paul fight, even at his age now, Floyd is. You can see that Floyd is he's still sharp than a lot of dudes. But you can tell at this age he can't battle with the young lions. He would lose at this point because he's timing is off and stuff. He's been out of the ring for too long. But if he want to fight one of these other little dudes, if he wanted to fight one of these UFC fighters in the ring, or if he wanted to fight one of these other little kickboxers or somebody else, or he wanted to do a celebrity boxing event, it would do amazing numbers, and people would still want to watch it because of the character that he has created, that Money Mayweather character that people are enamored with, or you just simply love to hate. He knows it's going to always be a thing. I wouldn't be surprised if him and Manny Pacquiao did an exhibition fight, because it would still do crazy numbers. Some people in the Philippines going to pay whatever money they can to watch Manny Pacquiao in any type of capacity. Floyd Mayweather, people want to see Floyd Mayweather be topped at any turn. So they're going to see him getting there with Manny Pacquiao, hoping and wishing that what they thought was going to happen in 2015 is something that would happen in 2022 or 2023 or further down the line, right? It's people that were wishing that Floyd would get knocked out in 2015. And so they're like, you know what? I couldn't see it then. I'm going to pay to see if it could happen now, by watching Manny Pacquiao. But watching Manny Pacquiao and Floyd fight in an exhibition fight, I wouldn't be surprised if that happened. And people would pay, and people would come in droves to watch it if he did it in Vegas somewhere, because he's still that much of an attraction. And if I'm an attraction still, I'm still gonna go ahead and make this bread. Now I'm not gonna shit on or step on the toes of my younger fighter. I'm gonna cuss. I'm not gonna boo-boo on my younger fighter, like in my stable, like Tank. I'm not gonna try to promote or overshine him when his fight time is coming. I'm gonna let him have the floor. I'm gonna let him do a lot of the talking. I'm gonna just be here for support, advice, so on and so forth. I'm gonna let him rock out. I'm gonna big up him. I'm gonna talk about what type of great champion he is, how much he's the future of the sport, so on and so forth. And I'm gonna let him have his time and let him shine. However, when it's time for me to make my money and I'm up to make some bread, I'm going to do that. I'm not going to be meek and mild about it either. I'm going to go out here and I'm going to proudly go collect this check. Because I'm telling you right now, I wish I was getting some of that Mayweather bread. If they told me right now, if it was a broadcasting game and they say, oh my God, Malcolm, you out here interviewing. If they told me you doing us the broadcasting game or the YouTube world a disservice by interviewing what's the word I'm looking for? If they told me I was doing a disservice by interviewing reality TV stars or whatever, are you doing it a disservice to your channel? You used to be big on sports and world news. Oh my God, you're discrediting your channel. I wouldn't give a damn, okay? Because I'm not stepping away from my integrity. As long as I'm not stepping away from my integrity and my values as a person or my true values and ethics as an individual, as a man, as long as I'm not deviating from those principles, I'm good. I'm not worried about if I'm doing my YouTube channel and what I set up to do, if I'm doing it justice. Floyd, man, I gave so much to the boxing world. I gave so much to that sport. He held it on his back for all them years. He was helping all the people get rich, like Showtime over at HBO, PBC, Al Heyman. He was the cash cow bringing in all that bread for them. I gave the boxing world everything. It's time for me to do something I want to do and do something for myself rather than worry about what the boxing world and the boxing aficionados going to think about this, that, and the third. If this boxing historian is going to approve of what I'm doing, if this boxing aficionado is going to think what I'm doing is okay, I'm not worried about that. I'm going to go collect the money and I'm going to do a damn good job at it. I'm going to entertain, right? As long as I'm not deviating away from my values and principles and morals and integrity, we good. So again, if they told me, Malcolm, they say, you know what, man, we got $2 million for you to interview this person. It's a reality TV star on your channel, right? And let's just say I done made my bones from YouTube. I haven't made no money from YouTube like that, to be honest with y'all. I haven't. But let's just say I had and I made a whole lot of bread. And they tell me, man, you can make $2 to $3 million interviewing reality TV stars every now and then on your channel. If my channel got that big and it's like, man, if you put them on your channel, man, you can get $2 to $3 million dollars per video. You think I'm not going to do it? I ain't deviating from my morals or nothing. What? I'm going to do it. I'm not worried about what all your channel people going to think you're switching up and you're going commercial. I don't give a damn, okay? I ain't hurting myself. I'm able to keep cashing in these checks to keep on stacking up generational wealth for my kids, my future kids or grandkids and future grandkids and future great-great-great-grandkids. I'm trying to set them up for success 20 times over. I ain't worried about what y'all talking about. I'm finna collect this bag. And the problem is, Floyd is able to keep making all this money because of quiet as kept. A lot of the younger boxers, not quiet as kept, as loud as kept. A lot of the younger boxers aren't doing that great of a job at promoting themselves and making themselves must-see TV. Canelo is the biggest draw in boxing right now, and he don't even be speaking English majority of the time. But that's because his community buys into him, and they love him, and they keep celebrating him, and they uplift him. And in order for black people to reach that same pinnacle that Floyd Mayweather that he attained, we gotta unfortunately, black fanfare in boxing is minuscule. To get black people enamored with the sport and back into it, and to become a global star like Floyd, you gotta have some bravado to you. You gotta market yourself well. You ain't gotta be an asshole, but you can be witty, clever, charismatic. You can be a guy who is entertaining, a guy who is a guy that people love talking to, a guy that people love being around. You gotta have a magnetic aura around yourself that you can create by using different platforms, social media, showing your personality more on these social media network, on these social media sites, things that weren't accessible to stars of yesteryear. Black folks, like the young fighters, got to use that. But it ain't Floyd. I'm not mad at Floyd. It ain't Floyd fault the game like that. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. You got to get the people back intrigued in you as a fighter and buy into who you are, and even as a character, even if you got to play a character at times, and that's what Floyd did, and it worked for him. But I ain't mad at Floyd, man. Keep getting them checks, player. Machiavelli Mills TV, I'm out. Peace.